Silver and gold are both getting crushed today. What is causing this and how low can they go? Let's get into it. Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. Here we are looking at silver price. Silver's currently sitting at $29.54. It's down $1.90 on the day. This is a huge move for silver, one of the biggest moves we've seen in a while, over a 6% change. So silver moving up or down, I cannot remember the last time we saw a move this big. Probably you got to go all the way back to COVID when silver tanked and then recovered from there. I mean, this is pretty insane. If we look at gold, gold is also moving down today. It's currently sitting at $2,318 an ounce, down 62 bucks. However, only a 2.6% move for gold. So yes, they're both getting crushed. They're both moving lower. Silver obviously moving much faster than gold. We can see that in the gold silver ratio. It is moving higher today, nearing that 80 mark, currently sitting at 78.47. So my strategy will shift if it goes above 80 to primarily stacking only silver, because silver is that much more undervalued as compared to gold. The higher this number gets, the better a buy silver becomes. So if we see silver continue to drop in price and get much lower from where it is here, obviously it's going to be a better buy. But the question now becomes, why are metals moving down right now? If we take a look at the US dollar index, we can see it is moving decisively higher today. This is a huge jump up, and it actually moved right at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. That's where we see this straight line going up. So something happened at 8:30 Eastern, which caused the dollar to get much stronger and push metals down, because silver does the opposite of what the dollar does. Typically, if we see the dollar going up, silver will go down. That is exactly what we're seeing today. So what happened at 8:30? The Bureau of Labor Statistics released the employment situation for May 2024. And you can see right here, transmission of materials in this news release is embargoed until 8:30 a.m. Eastern, Friday, June 7th, 2024. So this report came out right at 8:30. This is what caused the dollar to go up and metals to go down. And if we dig into it, we don't have to get very far. It's this part right here. Total non-farm payroll employment increased by 272,000 in May. This is the amount of jobs that increased. This number right here, 272,000. This is the reason why the dollar went up and metals went down. So economists expected it to come in at around 180 to 190,000. And because it was so much higher than expected, this is essentially telling the Fed that everything is just fine. The economy is doing great. You don't need to cut rates. We can leave rates right where they are.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
The final piece of the puzzle is to go over to CME Group, check out their FedWatch tool, and see what they're predicting will happen with rates. So the next meeting is on June 12th. They're predicting rates are going to stay parked right at 525 to 550, a 99.4% chance of this. If we look at July, they're predicting rates are going to stay parked as well. So that's a 91.1% chance that rates will remain unchanged. And then when we look at September, we are basically 50-50. This used to be in favor of rates going down. It still is slightly in favor of rates coming down, but it's basically 50-50 now. We have to go to November to see them solidly predicting that rates will be coming down at this point in time. About a 32% chance of rates remaining the same, 68% chance of rates coming down. So this keeps on getting pushed further and further back. I would not be surprised if we don't see a rate cut this year. They might not do it. It might not happen in September, November, December. We may have to go all the way to January 2025 to see rates coming down. And look, they're obviously predicting rates are going to be down by this point in time, but it keeps on getting pushed further and further back. It is data dependent at this point. Whatever the data says, that's going to control what the Fed does. And I know we've talked about this before, but when the Fed starts cutting rates, that is when we see gold and silver start taking off. Not only the rate cut, but the anticipation of the rate cut, that will cause metals to go higher because it's going to weaken the dollar. When rates come down, the dollar gets weaker, and usually we're going to see gold and silver really take off. So because that's getting pushed further back into the future, we're seeing metals come down today. We're seeing a stronger dollar. That's pretty much what's going on. Obviously, silver is continuing to drop. It is now down $1.94. So how low can silver go? Can it go down to the $28, $27, $26 range? Yeah. We can see silver continue to go down from here. If the data keeps coming out and is telling the Fed you don't need to cut rates, we could see silver continue to drop. Now, do I think that's going to be the case? I don't know. I mean, obviously the market doesn't know either. Look at what happened this week in silver. Is it up? Is it down? Is it up? Is it down? The market doesn't even know what to think. So I think you can expect to see some volatility. That's the bottom line. And when we see volatility, we know silver is going to be more volatile than gold. So in the long run, though, I don't think this changes anything. I think that eventually rates start coming down, whether it be at the end of the year, whether it be next year, it doesn't matter. And at that point in time, yes, I do think we're going to see silver and gold take off. So honestly, if you're stacking metals right now, if you're trying to pick up more silver, trying to add to the stack, this should be seen as a blessing, not a curse. You want the price to be going down when you're adding more to your stack because you can simply get more silver for your money. At the end of the day, I would rather be holding gold and silver than any paper currency.
Great. We can just put that into your retirement account and make it go to work for you, and it's gone.
What?
Sorry, yeah, that's gone. Please step aside for people who actually have money with the bank. Next, please.
I guess the old saying is true. If you can't hold it, then you don't own it. All right, let me know your thoughts about the price drop down below in the comments section. Also, are you picking up metals today? I like to pick up more when the price is going down, not when the price is going up. So let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.